Freedom is a process having different phases or different stages, which we could call internal decisions and historical actions. The process is realized through the expression of free will. Independence is also a process having different stages made up of our decisions in key moments in time. And when we look back at these decisions, we can talk about development, about degrees of change, and the movement towards the final phase of independence, when you truly become free. For long periods of time, our history, unfortunately, did not belong to us. They called it annexation, but in reality, it meant occupation and half a century of slavery. For them, these were only lists with the names of our grandparents, but for our nations, it meant genocide. They thought our resistance was a kind of revenge, a fruitless endeavor, because they never understood what freedom truly means when it is more than a word. They persecuted and imprisoned us, and they called this peace. They wouldn't allow us into the free world because they didn't want us to see and understand its principles. They wouldn't allow us to gather and unite, but in the end, we refused to fear their prohibitions. Our internal freedom could not be contained. We broke out, feeling that we had truth and justice on our side, feeling that we stood together with our neighboring nations. The river of violence became the river of life. We raised our flags ever higher, yearning to be reborn as states, to have our own societies once more. We finally showed the world what unity really means. We showed everyone what we want to leave behind and what we want to join, what we want to emulate, and how we see our future. They told us we're making a mistake, that there's no turning back. You'll be sorry, they said, and they scared us with guns and blockades, but we held fast to each other's hands, and the reborn voice of our freedom was never silent again. Freedom is not a wall, but a bridge. It is not a barrier, but a connection. It is autonomy. It is a feeling that the hands we raise belong to us. Only connections born of the freedom to decide for ourselves can lead us out of our chains. Only they can allow us to mature as citizens, to grow as democracies, and to allow us to live in a community based on trust. We made the most important decisions together. We, the countries by the Baltic Sea, we, the people who call each other brothers and sisters. Our folk songs and legends, after all, are so alike. And even when we disagree, we always find a common language and a unified position on the essential issues. Our decisions, harmonizing with each other, allowed us to achieve what today we can call the symbols of independence. Today's act of disconnection is not just a symbol expressing our free will. It is another beginning for our independence. It is another story on our road to freedom. We have disconnected from the tension formed by lies and threats. We have connected to the energy of progress and new technology. We have disconnected from the currents of the past. We have connected to the networks that cover and create the world of the future. We have disconnected with an ode to independence that connects us to each other ever more securely. The tremor we feel at this moment in the countries by the Baltic Sea is the energy of the free world flowing through us, around us, above us, starting from today.